All right, getting ready to do a 50-shot ladder test with my Masterpiece Arms Pro 2 chambered in 6 dasher using Alliant TS 15.5. That's not the ladder test. There it is. Got my chronometer ready to go. Got my target set up. Let's party. Bullseye, baby. Right dead in the center. That group is not hateful at all, people. Not hateful at all. About done with our first 10-shot node. One of them was a flyer, but that was my own stupid fault, because I'm stupid. One more and we'll step up to the next 0.3 grain increase in our powder. We'll check our standard deviation and extreme spread, see where we're at. Not bad at all. This is going to be 32.9 grains. The last one was 32.6. Let's see where we end up. $6mm dasher. It's accurate as fuck. Bullseye. We like bullseyes. They're our favorite kind. 29.37. Speed picked up a good 35-40 feet per second over the fastest last node. That's only 0.3 grains of powder increase, so that's pretty significant. That's fucking dead-eye dick bullseye right there, people. Very nice. Hell yeah. Jumped up to 29.50. We'll be over 3,000 feet per second before this ladder test ends. Holy shit, this thing is looking good. 29.46. That was, my phone doesn't get concussed. This node is looking nice. But it's all about standard deviation, extreme spread for these powder nodes. So I'm going to have to wait until it's all said and done. Accuracy matters more, though, I'll tell you that. I haven't got to what the worldwide interweb is saying is the most accurate node, but I'll be damned if this one's going to be easy to beat when it comes to accuracy. Bitch. I'm out here fighting, biting flies to make fucking shooting videos. Actually, I'm just out here to do a ladder test. God damn. Woo! Righteous. It was much righteousness. I pulled that one. Nope. That shit is crazy. I can't wait to show you guys that target. It's Larapin, as my brother Roger would say, if he was still here to say it. My phone had enough. We'll see what the standard deviation extreme spread is from this group right here, but just based off the group itself, I would not hesitate to use that node all day, every day. Of course, this is at 100 yards. You know, you got to back it up a lot more to really see what you got. Last one in this group. All right, now I'm going to go back to the second target since I fucked up and shot the first target with the second set of bullets. That was a 9.6 standard deviation, 27.6 extreme spread, and the accuracy was outstanding. So I'm gonna make an annotation on my notepad here to keep that bad boy in mind. 32.9. Let me make sure I put that into my app, keep it. Always good to keep records when you do this, because this ain't cheap. All right, node 3. This is 33.1. Right near the X. I think I'm seeing a little plateau on speeds, which is what you want to look for. Boy, I'm bouncing on every side of the X, which is a good place to be, by the way. We're on on the node that, according to precision rifle shooting blogs for 6-dasher using Alliant Reloader TS 15.5 is the sweet spot, and that is 33.4 grains. So I've got this one 33.4 and one at 33.7, and then my ladder test will be complete. But I'll tell you right now, it's going to be hard to beat 32.9, at least for accuracy. So let's see what we got. It's right near the bullseye. 2981. Still haven't seen 3,000 feet per second yet. 33.4 was where they were saying 3,000 to 3,050 feet per second with these Berger 105 grain hybrid target bullets, which are as good as bullets get, in my opinion. But what do? You go with the numbers, no matter what they say. The chronometer don't lie. It looks like it was right between the crosses on the X, so that's always good. We're approaching 3,000 feet per second. We're at 2976 on that one. Standard deviation has not been as good as Reloader 16, or actually, I didn't use Reloader 16. I used that on my 6.5 Creedmoor. But with Target, I had an extreme spread that so far is better, but the accuracy wasn't any better. That's a tight group so far. I normally do 5-shot ladder tests, but after doing these 10-shot ladder tests, I think I'm going to have to move to 10-shot ladder tests and just do 5 nodes. Of course, I've about found the powder nodes that I'm going to be using for this gun. So the idea that I'm going to have to shoot a lot more isn't true. $29.91. We're on the cusp of 3K per second, but we're not there yet. Oh, that group is tight though, people. Hot damn. It's a beautiful looking group so far. 5 shots in. That one went right, but I think that was me. Yeah, we're bouncing around between 29.75 and 29.90. Beautify in my eye. I might have to let it cool down after this group. Not even sure where that one got off to. Somewhere in the Holy Land would be my guess. All right. We'll get the African assassin to take these last 11 shots. So, all the way top right. Boom. This ammo box is kind of a pain.
You need a shorter one.
Huh?
You need a shorter one, almost like a mid-size. baby cow this morning.
We're on the cusp, but we're not there. I think I'd have to go over 40 grain. All right, folks, I told everybody you were the African assassin. You gotta score some bullseyes here. I don't want to have to talk shit later, okay? Trade you. Comparing these, just don't even flinch when you shoot now. It's like whatever. Three more to bring it home to Jesus. Standard deviation 16.4, extreme spread 45.8, 32.6 grains of TS 15.5. That's the first shot group. Here's the second shot group. This one is standard deviation of 9.5, extreme spread 27.6, 32.9 grains. That's tight. That's a great group. This is the third shot. Spread out some. That's standard deviation 9.5, extreme spread 25.6. That's 33.1 grains. This is what the internet is calling the sweet spot. Those could have been mine. The barrel was pretty hot by then. Standard deviation 11, extreme spread 39.2. And then the last one was the highest charge on this one, 33.7 grains. The chronometer only measured 7 shots. And standard deviation 9.5, extreme spread 24.7.